Hi, this is Sam Janowski from the Connecticut Early Childhood Alliance, and here to tell you a little bit about Early Childhood Advocacy Day and help you prepare for the day. This webinar will be covering what the day is all about bringing a group, getting yourself prepped for the day, a quick overview of the topics, and then how to RSVP and get additional questions answered. I'll start with about the day. Early Childhood Advocacy Day this year will be held on Thursday, April 20th. It's going to be in the state capitol on the 3rd floor in the old Judiciary Room. We ask you to arrive at 9:30, give you time in case there's issues with parking or getting through security in the building. The program will run from 10 to 11:30. We'll talk a little bit more about that in a few minutes. Typically, we have a number of speakers, we cover a number of topics, and legislators come join us in the room. This picture here is our Executive Director, Meryl Gay, meeting with State Rep Tim Eckert at last year's Advocacy Day, who came to the room and spent some time with us. Following the program, the main program, where we expect 150 to 200 people to come, the group of people then leave the main program and go meet with their own legislators from any time after 11:30. I'll talk a little bit in a few minutes about setting up a meeting with your own legislator to make sure that happens, because it is probably the most important part of the day. Hearing about the issues and getting prepped to talk with your legislators, what the program is about, but talking with legislators is the point of Advocacy Day. It's to come up, elevate the issues of early childhood with those legislators. We'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute. I strongly encourage you to bring a group. If your group can be small or large, it can be a handful of you, or a large group like this one from last year, came from New Britain. The groups include parents, providers, administrators. This group has their local early childhood council leadership, children, folks from a parent education group who came up and made this part of their parent education program. The group size is really up to you, however many people you can get to come. If it's a handful, great. If it's a busload, also great. The Alliance can help you if you are bringing a bus with the cost of that bus, as well as with food. We do have refreshments in the main room, but we know folks coming from distances around the state, lunch would be helpful, and we are happy to help with that. And you can contact me. I'll let you know how to do that at the end of the webinar. The Capitol is a great place to be. So not only is it a chance to come up and talk to your legislators and participate in Early Childhood Advocacy Day, but to see our Capitol and the beautiful building and grounds. It's also an opportunity for folks who may not have been there before, or may not have been there in a long time. The impact of a group, I can't stress enough how impactful it is on legislators. Legislators, you'll see them in the community, you'll see them at meetings around town, but to have a group come to them in Hartford, they don't forget that. So I strongly encourage you to bring a group. Prepping for the day, like I said, the Early Childhood Alliance will prepare the main program and have some briefs on the issues prior to the day. However, we ask that you make the appointment with your own legislator or legislators to meet. We have many groups who come and do this every year, and they do it really well, so I'm going to tell you what they do. They call in advance, one or all of their legislators, depending if they have one that can kind of help them organize the whole thing. Let them know they're coming. Let them know the time and the day. Ask them if they will be at the Capitol. Your legislators can help find a small room for your group to meet with them. So ask one of those legislators to help you get a room where you can meet them. Then I'll invite them all to that room. The best way to plan it is to do it in advance. Plan the issues that you are going to talk with them about. And like I said, the Alliance will have some a list of the topics that we are going to discuss in the main room and some information about those topics. So if you want to cover another topic, you would have to do the prep work on that, but there will be prep work ahead of time on the issues for you, and decide who will talk about each topic. In the past, groups have had young children speak, 8-year-olds who had been in Head Start and could talk about being in Head Start, parents, program staff, teachers, administrators, anyone in your group who would like to speak about a topic. You can prep them in advance, and then you're ready to go. Your legislators will also then, hear what folks have to say and be able to respond with their own perspective as a legislator as to what they can do. As you can see, this group here from last year from Middletown is meeting with their state rep, Matt Lesser, and it's an example of getting your group together to talk with the legislator and let them know about the issues. The issues we anticipate discussing are the following. I'll say a little bit about them, but we are a month out from Advocacy Day, so we will hone our program down to the most pressing issues that have not been addressed prior to that day. But the main issue for the session is the budget. There's lots of budget items that affect early childhood. Many of them have been cut, are proposed to be cut by the governor. The legislature will now make their own budget, so they have the opportunity to put money back in or change that budget. So we'll talk about early childhood budget items. We'll talk about Care for Kids. We've put out a lot of information about that, and we'll have more on it about the Care for Kids crisis and the program being closed to all but a small group of applicants at this time. There are also a number of bills that address early childhood issues, everything from early childhood mental and behavioral health issues to the early childhood workforce. So we will hone in on the bills that are still relevant on April 20th and have those ready to discuss. Finally, if you have not yet RSVP'd, please do so. You can go to our website, www.earlychildhoodalliance.com, to the events section and RSVP for you or your group. And if you have questions about the day, about setting up meetings with your legislators, or help with transportation or food, please contact me, Samantha Dynowski, at samantha@earlychildhoodalliance.com. As you can see from the picture here, it is a fun day. I guarantee you will have a good time, and it will have been worth your while. So please come, and I hope to see you on April 20th. Thank you.